We can all write, but can we all write well? My name is Shania, just Shania Banson, and I have been a filmmaker for the past 11 years, and I have been a full-time director, writer, and producer for going on 3 years now. On today's OnSet Talks, I'm going to talk about all the things that you should have prepared for your pitch. Now, let's say you are a writer, director, producer, whomever, and you have a pitch scheduled, whether this be with a studio, a network, a streaming platform, an actor. If you're the writer and you're pitching to a producer, if you're the writer and you're pitching to a director, there are certain things and materials that you want to make sure that you have prepared prior to your pitch. Now, we're living in a new day and age, and I've had meetings with studios who honestly have told me you don't really need the script ready by the time you pitch, because at the end of the day, they will pay you to write the script if you have a really good story. Now, the main thing, the start of this all, is your treatment. Before every great story is a great treatment. I don't know if that's necessarily true, but either way, a great treatment will always set you up for success. We can all bank on that, right? You want to have a solid treatment for your story built out. What does this treatment look like? It looks like your log line, your synopsis, all of your characters, their backstories, their character arc, who they are, what they desire in this film, who they will be at the top of the film, and who they will change into by Act 3. All of these details should be within your treatment, because if you are the writer, your treatment can take you a long way. Your treatment can get you the pitch meeting. Most of the times, executives and studio heads don't necessarily want to read the full script, especially if we're talking about feature films here. They don't want the full script just yet. Give them the treatment. Their time is limited. Having a solid treatment that has all of these details in there, organized and prepared to be shared, is key to the next steps. Another thing that can help you develop said treatment is your beat sheet. There are so many amazing tools online that can help you understand beat structure when it comes to screenplay writing. Understanding beat structure is key to making sure that you have a solid story. Making your beat sheet, putting your beats within there. First of all, making sure that you even have all the beats within your script, because if we're being honest, a lot of scripts just don't. They just don't. A lot of people want to be writers. Not everybody wants to study writing. We can all write, but can we all write well? These are the questions. So ultimately, you want to start with going through your script and making sure that you at least have beats, because once you have beats, you have story. When you have story, you can then develop your treatment. You know the best way to say this log line. You know how to accurately go through this synopsis. You know what the actual character arcs are. So you want to develop a beat sheet, use that to create a solid treatment. Now, if you are the writer, honestly, that's all people could expect of you in having your treatment ready. They're not necessarily expecting you to develop the visual language for this. That, my friend, is for your director. However, if you are a writer-director, be prepared. You're taking this the whole way. You have your beat sheet, you have your treatment, and now you want to show people that you too can direct this project. You too have the visual language for this project. This is where your deck comes in. But before you pop that Canva open, before you open up that Photoshop, Google Slides, whatever you decide to use, I need you to hone in on your vision. Let's reel it in here. Let's bring this all to one cohesive spot. Create a Pinterest board. Pull all the images together and create a collage. Do something that really helps you hone in on what the visuals are for this story, because a lot of times you'll see a deck and the visuals do not properly depict what people are receiving from this script and or this treatment. So you want to make sure that you're actually pulling out visual language, even comps. What film comps are there that relate and or are similar to this project that can then help you better understand or develop a visual language that you want to put your own little spin on, director. You want to put your own little spin on these visual languages, but make sure that you have a solid idea of what that is before you go making a deck and now you just have a page full of pretty images that actually don't relate to each other at all.